Good morning. Today we're going to go over a standing multi-joint mobilization exercise. So all the joints head to toe, we're just going to wake things up, get the blood flowing to the area. Make sure you are either shoeless or no socks. So you want to be able to feel the floor. When I'm standing here, I'm squeezing my quads and squeezing my glutes, trying to root myself down. So we're going to start with neck. So what I want you to do is stand nice and tall. Think about being lifted up from the base of your skull, ear to your shoulder. Then we're going to draw a smiley face. So ear to your shoulder, drop your chin down, smiley face, ear to the opposite shoulder. So make sure that you are exhaling as you go through this motion. I'm not counting, I'm only going to go with feeling. So when you do this on your own, just go for 10. Making sure that you're really emphasizing the end range, pulling your shoulders down into your back pocket, squeezing your quads, squeezing your glutes. So ear to your shoulder, chin to your chest, and nice smiley face. I have lots of popping and crackling that might pick up on the microphone. So last one here. Now what I want you to do, we're going to draw the sun. So we're going to go up and around or draw your rainbow. So chin to your shoulder, look over your shoulder as much as you can, look up and then back down. So I'm really trying to get length in my cervical spine as I do this. And make sure that you exhale on your end ranges. Fingertips reach for the floor. So again, I'm not counting, I'm only going by how it feels. Now what I want you to do is complete the whole circle. So looking as far over your shoulder as you can, then look up, look over the other shoulder, and then down. Let's do one more, and then reverse your circle. Reverse your sun. As I look down, I have to really squeeze my glutes to root myself down into the floor. Do you have popping and cracking? And then after this one, come back to your neutral, being super careful. You might be a little bit dizzy. Shake out whatever tension you've created by rooting yourself down into the floor. Now we're going to go over shoulders. So nice big shoulder circles. As I'm reaching up, I'm keeping my rib cage down. I'm going to exhale and reach behind myself with my fingertips. So energy out my fingertips. Then coming back the same way you came, nice big circles. So I don't want you to go through pain. If you feel pain, then just make your circle a little bit smaller. Okay, so as you circle back, you're only going to your end range without pain. So I would do about 10. I'm only going by feeling. Reach, 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 reach. Make sure you're exhaling as you reach behind you. And then let's switch. So inhale up. Reach back behind on an exhale. Your elbows should be nice and straight. Don't forget to root yourself down, so squeezing your quads, squeezing your glutes, keeping your rib cage down. I'm trying to create lots of body tension so that I am rooted down into the floor so that I can move my shoulder. And again, don't go through pain. If you have pain, just lessen your circle. So only go to that point right before pain starts and then see if you can increase your circle with every pass. Okay, then let's do both hands together or both shoulders. So inhale up, exhale, reach, 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 reach behind you. Inhale up, exhale, reach, reach, reach. Now let's reverse your circle. So reach behind, exhale. Only going to your pain-free motion. And then one more, shake it out. Let's do elbows. Okay, so I'm gonna make a thumbs up. Bring your thumbs into your chest, then open up your palms to the ceiling. So thumbs in, open up your palms here. So I'm trying to really accentuate my tricep here. So tricep will contract to elongate your bicep, okay? So do a couple here, then you're gonna reverse. So bicep in, palm down, thumb up. Bicep curl, palm down, thumb up. Do one more. And that's your elbows. Okay, let's do wrists. So I'm going to push the push away with the base of my palm and then pull it back to me. So push away, then pull back. And I'm using the base of my wrist as my pushing motion. So you should feel this in your wrists. So push forward with the base of your palm, reach back. Push forward, reach back. Do one more. So now what we're going to do is with your palms down, fingers reaching forward, bring the base of your palm, the inside base of your palm towards each other, then away. So towards each other, away. Midline, away. So it'll look like this. So you're getting this sliding and gliding action of your wrists. Try to keep your elbows nice and straight. The motion should come from your wrists and not your shoulders or your elbows. And then without moving too much, you're going to try to hit those four corners that we made. So reach forward with the base of your palm, then out, reach back, then in. So you're creating that circular motion with your wrists. This is really hard, so it might take some practice. Then reverse your circle. So hit all those four corners, then try to smooth it out and make a circle out of it. If that's really hard, I do have a wrist mobility video already here, so you can work with that. Okay, so let's work on thoracic spine. So I'm gonna reach forward. Here's my exhale breath as I pull apart my shoulder blades. Then inhale, think about a standing cat-cow. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. Exhale, round as far forward as you can. I'm squeezing my quads, squeezing my glutes still to keep myself rooted down. So I'm feeling this in my thoracic spine. Really open up your chest here. You can look up to the ceiling. So pulling your shoulder blades apart, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you would do about 10. Again, I'm not counting because I'm talking. Then, so you have your forward and back. Now you're going to go side to side. So think lengthen your spine and think about reaching your rib cage from side to side. So lengthen your spine, squeezing your quads, squeezing your glutes, thinking about elongating your spine from the base of your skull always. So we hit this side to side motion. Now we're going to do front to back. So front, back, front, back. Now hit all four corners. So you're trying to make this motion from your thoracic spine, keeping your hips as stable as possible. And then once you hit those four corners, you're going to smooth out that circle. Once you smooth out that circle, then reverse it. So make sure you're exhaling. So if you don't feel this, that's okay. You might just need to practice it. Okay, so now let's go to hips. So I'm going to put all the weight in one leg and do little hip circles with my other. So my Right leg here is just lightly touching the floor so that I can get that circle in my hip. So if you want to think about pelvic tilt, lift your hip up, then tilt back, and then tilt the other. So this is how I'm creating my circle. Sorry, I'm not explaining it very well. But I'm thinking about just drawing a circle with my hip here, then reverse your circle, squeezing your quad on that stable leg. You can use a wall if you need to for stability. And then let's switch sides. So tight quad, drive your foot into the floor, little circle with your opposite hip. One hip might feel tighter than the other. This one feels tighter on me. So it's as if I'm trying to smash a bug on the floor with my foot here. Or I'm putting out my lit cigarette that I've never smoked. And then reverse your circle. So you should feel this a little bit in your lumbar spine as well, and hip. And then what I want to do, keep both feet on the floor. Now we're going to do little hip circles. So if you want to think about the four corners here, you're going to tuck your pelvis under, then push your hip to one side, tip your pelvis forward, tip to the other. So tuck under, tip, tip forward, push your hip away. Tuck under, push your hip, tip forward, push your hip. So now you got those four corners. So now try to smooth it out, making little circle. So we're going to do 10. First, you want to feel this only in your hips. Then you're going to start making that circle a little bit bigger and getting a little bit more of your body involved. So by 10, your whole body is involved. You're going into full matrix mode here. Then we're going to reverse our circle, but we're going to start small. So start just with your hips. So tip or tuck under, tip to one side, tip it forward, then push your hip away. I feel like that was the same side. So I'm going to push my hip, tuck it under, push my hip opposite, and then start smoothing out those four corners. I still feel like I'm going in the same direction, but that's okay. Making your circle a little bit bigger with your hips as you go, so that by the time you get to number 10, your whole body is involved here. If you want, you can even bring your arms up, get into full matrix mode. Making sure that you're exhaling as you're in full extension here. So I'm in full extension, exhaling. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, shake that out. All right, that was hips. So we did neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, thoracic spine, hips. Now we're going to do knees. So feet together, knees together. I'm going to make circles with my knees. Just simple circle. You want to make sure that your feet are flat on the floor. You're trying to get this motion only from your knee bend. You can make the circle a little bit bigger and bigger, so then you get a little bit of ankle mobility as well in there. And then reverse your circle. Squeezing your quads at the top. And then we're going to take our knees out, together, in. So circle or come forward, circle out, in. Okay. So do 10 here. I'm not counting. Then you're going to reverse your circle. Just notice what you've got going on with your knees. Not going to pain, just trying to get some blood flow to the area. And then last but not least, we're going to do ankles. Use the wall for support if you need. tight supporting leg here. I'm going to point my toe, and what I want to do is draw a box with my big toe. So I'm hitting all four corners of that box with my big toe. As soon as you get those four extreme corners, try to circle it out, or smooth out your circle. So we're going to do 10 here. Again, I'm not counting, I'm only going by feeling. Once I start talking, I can't count at all. And then we're going to reverse that circle. Squeezing your quad. Make sure that your spine is nice and tall. And then last one, other foot. So trace that box, those four corners with your big toe. Try to hit the extreme corners. You might hear the popping and clicking on my microphone. Then reverse. Make sure that you smooth out your edges. Don't go to pain. If you notice clicking, that's okay. And you're ready for your day. Let me know how this works for you.